How do you know if she is cheating? What to do if she is? This one is very important because you do not want to find yourself with a girl who is unloyal. You want to have a princess. You want to have a girl that is loyal and devoted to you. You do not want a hoe. So the number one way that you check. Welcome back, boys. It's a Sunday night Q&A with me, your local gorilla. You've been asking me questions on Instagram throughout the day about masculinity, dating, money, business, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to go through, read out your name and answer your questions. Let's get straight into it. Here we've got that's from a young lady. She's asking if we can hang out. Sheila, I'll get back to you next week. How to find a mentor. That's an interesting one. Mentors are people that you can obviously pay for. You can pay for mentorships with people. For instance, at the moment, I'm looking for a business mentor, somebody to help take my YouTube and my business to the next level. It's normally somebody that has done what you want to do. So if you find a guy that has done exactly what you want to do, he's making the money you want, he's got the girl that you want, his life looks very good, that would be a good person to approach for mentorship. And there's a few ways of doing that. You can either see if they have a mentorship package. A lot of people do. It's a good way for them to make money and share their knowledge. So you could check for a mentorship package. For example, I've got one. It's in the link below. One-to-one mentorship with me. It just involves calls with me. So you get the one-on-one experience. And apart from that, you kind of get these unofficial mentors. Like Hamza, I'd say he's like a mentor to me. And that just happened through friendship. So it's associating with people that are slightly ahead of you, doing more than you are in life at the moment, becoming good friends with them, offering them some form of value in that relationship, and then also being able to absorb the value that they give you by learning from them, that sort of stuff. So that's what I'd say about finding a mentor. Here's an interesting one from Martin. I'm more masculine than ever and I started attracting gays first. Is this normal? This isn't something I've really experienced. Fuck, I have experienced it. Shit, I do know where you're coming from, Martin, to be honest with you. When you get more muscular, when you get more attractive, when you become a more masculine man, I was going to say I haven't experienced it, but I have. I think you become more attractive to both sexes, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're gay. But I do understand where you're coming from. I don't know to what extent you are attracting gays. But for me, for example, in Thailand, as I got bigger, started wearing vests out, being more masculine, being more confident, I had a lot of guys looking at me in a gay way. And it freaked me out a little bit, but you just got to learn to be comfortable with your own thing, with your own self. You've got to set your boundaries in place so that if somebody does overstep the boundary, they're coming onto you too hard, they touch you in any way, you've got to be able to put them in their place. You don't want to let these guys just run all over you, do what they want. But then you've got to also be accepting of the fact that they are gay. It's absolutely fine for them to look at you. You are just a person in the world. They have that right. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. Obviously, it's up to you whether you like guys or not. But I'd say you've become more attractive basically to both sexes, which isn't a bad thing at the end of the day. Just monitor it. Got screwed over in my last relationship, talking to a few girls right now and can't open up, no emotion. That's from J Lock. It's a tough one. When you get burned in a relationship, it certainly makes you feel bad, but I don't think that that's necessarily the worst thing, that you can't open up to the new girls that you're talking to. I don't really think that's a bad thing at all. I think that's probably quite a good thing. I think a lot of guys rush in with way too much emotion. So holding back a little bit, not showing as much emotion, I think that's quite an attractive thing for women. Now, the undertone I'm getting from this is that you don't feel anything for these women. It can happen. You get a little hung up on the girl from before. Just keep waiting, keep playing the field. If girls aren't doing it for you, it's all right. You don't have to entertain that forever. Move on to the next one. You'll find one that you get that spark back with. But I think in terms of being screwed over, you've got some barriers up now, but being totally honest with you, it's probably a good thing. Am I planning on staying in Koh Samui long term? Yeah, but a bit of an interesting one here. I got a call yesterday. Yesterday was like a day of reckoning. Everything went wrong. It was just one of those days where like everything fucks up. It was all right. We took it in a stride. We dealt with it. Problems aren't problems. They're just fucking little challenges, we overcome them. But yesterday was like a day of reckoning. I had the estate agent call me, tell me I have to move out of this villa from the 22nd of December to the 6th of January. So fucking Christmas, basically. Well, I was meant to be staying here for Christmas. So I've now got to go somewhere over Christmas and then I can move back in the 6th of Jan. Very annoying. I know you guys will probably be thinking, is there anything you can do about that? Trust me, I've tried everything. They'd pre-rented it to somebody else, but massive pain. So yeah, I am planning to stay long term. I've got a year visa. I'll be going somewhere for Christmas. I'm thinking Japan. At the moment, there's some ski slopes in Japan I might visit. How do I tease girls? From Erin. I smile at them. I wink at them. and then I choke them. Yeah, I go for the choke. That's my biggest tease. I'll go for the like hand on the throat when I'm going for a kiss, and they're like, oh shit, where did that come from? We were just sort of teasing each other, and now he's got his hands on my throat. And then you let go, and you look dead into her eyes, and then she knows it's on. She knows she just got teased, big time. She's like, all right, well, how do we get home now? What is the lifestyle and activities of a high-value man? I think the activities and lifestyle that lead to fulfillment as a high-value man is working towards something. You need to have some project, something that is pushing you outside of your limits, something that is allowing you to grow. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. And I just find when I'm not growing, I'm not doing something new and exciting, I feel deflated. I don't feel as good in myself. I don't feel as happy. So I think that's very important. Number one, you've got to have work and purpose. Number two, constantly be pushing yourself physically and mentally. If that means learning chess mentally, learning a new language, learning piano, if that means fucking training harder and harder in the gym, learning to fight, that sort of stuff, you should be growing in that aspect as well as your work. You need good relationships. You need your lifestyle and activities should involve going and seeing the boys, having weekly meetups with the guys where you can talk and discuss business, any issues that you're having in your life with people that you really feel comfortable with. And then you want to have some female attention in there, some of that feminine energy to help sort of soothe you after that hard working week, to massage those tired muscles from all your exercise. When did I start thinking about money, about a way to make money, etc. by Agalos? I've been thinking about money since I was 9 years old, because when I was 9 years old, I lived in America. I just moved to Boston, America, the United States of America, for my dad's job, from England to there. And I was acting at the time. I was doing some plays. I was doing a bit of Shakespeare here and there. No, I wasn't. I was 9, so I really wasn't doing much. But I got an agent in Boston, and I got cast in a small commercial that is on the internet. I'm not even going to tell you where to find it. Some of you may pull it up. You may find it by yourselves. It's very funny. But there is one out there, and I got paid for that advert. I had to go and do commercial advert if you're in the UK. I had to do a full day shoot, and then this commercial came out, and I got $1,500, $1,500 at 9 years old. Blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. I was like, so that's a lot of sweets. I just knew that is a lot of sweets. That's a lot of fucking candy right there. So that after that, I was always thinking about it, and the obviously I made money acting. So in my head, for probably till I was 18. After that point, I always thought acting's the only way to make money. Like acting's the only real way to make money. Turns out that's not the case, but yeah, that's how long I've been thinking about it. Do you think if I work hard on weekdays but relax on the weekend, I can still be the man? I think you certainly can be. Just depends what your output is across those weekdays. I'm looking for a bit more balance in my life at the moment as well, because I feel like, certainly with content, you need some periods of relaxation. You need some periods of having fun, actually living your life and not constantly work. So I like working in bursts and then having a little break working in bursts. So I think you certainly can. You can work 5 days flat out, get more done in a week than people get done in a month, and then you can have a guilt-free weekend. You just got to make sure you've got some KPIs, some key performance indicators that you can monitor. So you've got to get a certain something done to allow yourself to enjoy that weekend. And if it doesn't get done, then you can't have that time off, then you can't relax on that weekend. You have to get that work done. That's what I would recommend for you. How to deal with a MILF. You've asked the right guy. I am, as you may know, the unofficial MILF hunter. And I would say with MILFs, you've actually got to be quite careful, because these are women that have got a lot more experience than you, depending on their age, obviously. If it's a young MILF, you're all right. But most of the time, a MILF is someone who has had time in the game. She knows what she's doing. She is probably a master manipulator at this point. So you've got to be very careful, keep yourself guarded. I would say it's one that you probably want to have for fun, but not take too seriously, because I think taking on another man's children is certainly a very difficult thing to do. It's certainly not for the faint of heart. It's not something I would ever do. You should be able to have love, I think, with a woman that has not had children yet and have that experience with her. So MILFs are good for fun. Avoid LTRs, long-term relationships with MILFs, and be careful, because these girls, these women, they know what they're doing. They've been in the game for a while. So yeah, watch out. Have I found myself more focused in a relationship or out of one? I think my best periods of focus have come post-breakup. I had a little fling with a girl. It only lasted about 3 days. We saw each other every day for 3 days, and she was a stunner. A solid 9.5 out of 10. A real hot girl, amazing in the bedroom. Loads of red flags. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So many red flags. I mean, you couldn't even fucking name them all, but sometimes it's just like, it's unbelievable. She's just got that thing about her that makes you want her. So after that, she actually went, I was down. I had no money pretty much. I was scraping by. I couldn't really take girls out or do anything, so I was constantly grinding, trying to get my work together. Just moved to Thailand. And she went and she just left for another guy. She didn't bother staying around. She went and flew to some other guy. That fucking got me, like, right in there. That really powered me. I found myself the most focused I'd ever been in my life, because I was just determined to be like, you've made the fucking wrong choice there. I don't even think I wanted the girl, but it was just the fact that I couldn't have her that made me want her. So it was after that I found myself very focused, and I achieved everything that I wanted, and I've seen the girl since, and she tried to come back, and then I said, no way, Jose, you missed your chance with Mr. Gorilla. So yeah, I think you can have focus in, you can have focus out. But if you've got a heartbreak right now, boys, you've got some fucking dynamite in your blood. You use that shit. How to set up an attractive Instagram profile. Okay, here's the steps, boys. You've got to look at somebody's profile. Look at somebody's who you admire. So check out the pictures. What kind of pictures are they taking? Where are they taking them? What is it about their profile that you like? What filters are they using? What camera are they using? What does their bio look like? How is it spaced out? Find one that you really like, hopefully with quite a few followers, that you think is an awesome Instagram. Then you want to copy it exactly, but fill in with your own pictures. You just copy and replicate exactly the scenes that they were doing in theirs, the girls, the cars, whatever you need to do. If you need to go and take pictures in certain different locations, if you need to go out with a photographer for the day, just replicate those pictures. Find a photographer to do it for you. Copy the bio, but put your own information in, obviously, rather than theirs. Now, if theirs says multi-millionaire fucking YouTuber and you're not, don't copy that, but copy the layout of the Instagram. That's what I'd recommend you do. Get some pictures of you speaking with people. Get some pictures, cool pictures of you on your own. Get some pictures traveling. Get some in a car. Get some on a motorbike. Simple stuff, really. But that is how you would set up an attractive Instagram profile. How do you know if she is cheating? What to do if she is? This one is very important, because you do not want to find yourself with a girl who is unloyal. You want to have a princess. You want to have a girl that is loyal and devoted to you. You do not want a hoe. So the number one way that you check, and this one I got from Tristan Tate, it's a very good tip. You ask your girlfriend in a casual situation, babe, would you mind giving me your phone? Just give me your phone for a second. If she unlocks her phone and hands it to you, you pick it up, you go to the camera, take a selfie on it, give it back, no problem. You're not checking her phone, you don't have to do anything like that. But the thing is, she's not cheating on you. That girl, if she was cheating on you, this is what would happen. Babe, would you give me your phone for a second? I just want to do something on it. Why? Why do you need my phone? Why do you want to look at my phone? There you go, boys, something sus going on, 100%. So very easy one to do. How do you know if she's cheating? She might not be cheating, but she's being sus. If she won't give you the phone, she won't let you look at it, and she's being sketchy around it. So that's what you do. How can I improve my personality? Like being funnier and making anyone like you. I think the first thing you need to do is completely drop that mentality of making people like you. The people I am most repulsed by, and I'm sorry to these people, I don't know why, is the people that are inauthentic, that I can tell are trying to make me like them. As soon as I notice that in somebody, for some reason I'm repulsed. It's the inauthenticity. Now, I have met some fucking weirdos, some people that are so odd, so immensely odd. They say the strangest things, they have the weirdest mannerisms, they talk in a weird accent, they are the strangest guys on earth, but they are 100% themselves, and I love them for it. I find them hilariously funny. I cannot get enough of being around them because they are fucking unique. So that's the thing. Be you. Be completely authentically yourself. Do what you want to do. Some people will fuck with it, some people won't, but at least you're doing it for you. How does success in business affect your dating life? I would say it just gives you more options. As soon as you have more money in your pockets, you can have some serious options. You can take girls places now. You kind of become the man. You become pickier with the women that you choose. You have to be careful. You've got something to protect. You've got a business to look after, a business to run, so your time available for dating goes down, your value in the dating market goes up, you end up in a privileged position. And finally, boys, this is the last question I'm going to answer. What is the mindset I should have at 15 years old for life? At 15 years old, all you need to know and all you need to think in your mind is, I will make it. I will be the person I'm meant to become. I will be everything I've ever dreamed of. I will just never stop trying. I will never stop trying. I will continue to grow, elevate, learn, do whatever it takes to achieve the goals, to achieve the things I want now. And if at 15 years old you can get that in your mind and you never let that mindset go, I guarantee you'll be up there. You'll be up there with the big dogs. So, boys, that's it. For all of you in the tribe, we have the Triangle of Masculinity course that is dropping exclusively to you guys tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be 6:30 after the video drops. And for the rest of you, thank you for your questions on Instagram. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And I'll see you on the next one. Whoop-ah!